a ceasefire, well, that's just going to be unacceptable, because all that's going to do, Mike, is ratify Russia's conquest to date. All that's going to do is give Mr. Putin more time to refit, retrain, reman, and try to plan for renewed offensives at a time of his choosing. We hope, and we've said this before, that President Xi will call and talk to President Zelensky, because we believe the Chinese need to get the Ukrainian perspective here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
They don't need to get the Ukrainian perspective here, because the Ukrainian perspective is losing. Absolutely, it is. Okay, so what's going on is that Xi Jinping went over to Russia, or is he? Oh, yeah, on Monday to meet with Vladimir Putin. Be clear that whatever they're talking about is something quite important, because they could have Zoom called each other. Whether it's about money alliances, army alliances, ceasefires, there's something that they don't want getting leaked. Just a little background if you don't know. China is actually conducting peace in the Middle East as we speak, something that America was supposed to be doing. This is why people have to understand, when I say choosing a president is like very important, and just because somebody can govern a state does not mean that they can run a country. State and country is two totally different things, and your foreign policy has to be on point, because you have to have a balance of how strong you look, right, without bluffing, also with diplomacy, and then with tactical moves that are calculated to keep you still on top on the global sphere, right? You don't want to be in a war all the time if you care about your country. China is conducting peace in the Middle East because Iran and Saudi Arabia have actually come to the table for a rapprochement to talk about whatever, I guess, conflicts they've had. They're talking about Syria might be involved, Turkey. Basically, these countries, they're coming together and to at least talk, right? Because what they realized is, in this administration, they've had time to sit back and realize that this administration is obsessed with Ukraine. Okay, so they're not paying attention to anything else. And then they're remembering that when past administrations would come through to give aid, they also had to take in their lifestyle choices. I'm going to give you money, but you have to live how we live out here. You can't tell people that. You either want to invest in the country or you don't. Xi Jinping and Putin, they're very smart. He already says no. They put America in a corner. So now this will ask a very straightforward question. What do you want exactly out of this war? What is it you want? If there's a ceasefire given by China and America says no, Ukraine has to fight what? If Putin says, fine, I'll stop, which I think is actually would be crazy of him to do, because this will never stop, right? But if they say, fine, I'll stop, and America, like he's saying, is saying, no, it's unacceptable. Well, why is it unacceptable? But because China's bringing it along? Because it brings up their hegemony? Hold up. I thought we wanted peace, right? I thought we wanted the Ukrainians to have most of their land and all that. Wouldn't it work out good? Wouldn't that be what you want? But you don't want that, because you want to keep using Ukraine as boxing gloves to Russia.